Hi, everybody. I'm Bill Sanders, and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. Today, I thought I'd try a little different recording using my computer, and mainly so I can use my better mic. Let's see what happens. Okay, what I want to talk about today is sort of mid range watches with either in-house or good quality movements that I see as really good buys. Some I discovered for the first time myself, even just sort of poking around and looking in different places. So let's get started because I found a lot of them. Okay, the first one is a Tutima Patria Admiral Blue 6610-01. It's got a caliber Tutima 617, and a Tutima 617 is this wonderful in-house movement. It's manual wind, 3 hertz, 21 600 semi-oscillations per hour, with a 65-hour reserve in it. Described as handcrafted from start to finish with the manufacturer caliber 617, a new era begins in the history of Tutima Glashütte. Um, I gotta tell you something. Looking at this Tutima, what I was thinking is a German brand I really like, which is Moritz Grossmann. Moritz Grossman starts around 20,000, something like that. And so I look at the back. They have the Glashütte 3/4 plate, which again is a German thing. It was started in Glashütte in the factories when they decided they could. It was more efficient to do that way, and so they'd leave about a quarter of the back plate cut open so that the watchmakers could work on a certain part even though the plate was there and everything else was in. Very interesting. So I sort of see this particular model as a poor man's Moritz Grossman. Love this watch. On Chrono 24, I found it for $4,582. The price that Tutima had was in euro. They had it for 4,900 euro. That included German VAT. Without the VAT, it was 4118 euro. Love this watch. I think for especially for sort of mid price, and mid prices can vary with your income. Now the next one is another one I absolutely love. Now some of these, this one in particular, they're discontinued, but that doesn't mean you can't find them. They're roaring around somewhere. And the Schwartz ETN Roma Small Seconds is another favorite of mine. It has the MSE 100. Now, Schwartz ETN has two basic calibers. One is ASE, and the other one is MSC. There's another one still, but those are the two basic ones. MSE is for manual wind, ASE is for automatic. The reason I like the manual wind is that they use the same base that they have for both the automatic and double barrel. So this one's got the double barrels in it, and I really like it. And they're double barrels in parallel. Now I found this one for $89.50. It's the best price I could find at a place called Mariposa Fine Jewelry in Solana Beach, right near where the Horology by the Sea is. Our friend Brandon's place. So this is another one I think. Again, when I say mid prices, somewhere between 5 and 10,000, roughly in that area. Now this next one is another one I found. I was surprised at. It's Maurice Lacroix Masterpiece Gravity Blue. This has an in-house movement called the ML 230 by Maurice Lacroix. Maurice Grossman, Maurice Lacroix. not confused at all. This one I was reading about it, and it said something. Well, it's got a silicon escapement, which is fine with me. But then it said it's also got a hairspring. The guy who wrote it didn't know what he was talking about because look at the regulator on that thing. He put that regulator on a silicon hairspring. I think it'd break it in 1,000 pieces. So it doesn't have a silicon hairspring. Probably a Narvax or even one of the other ones, such as Straussman hairspring. This watch, 4160, I found that on Chrono 24. Uh, Boy, I tell you, I just love it. This has been really hard. I say everyone I see, I say, man, it'd be great. Automatic 18,000 semi-oscillations per hour, 50-hour reserve. What a honey of a watch. Okay, moving right. This next one is one that's been around for a while, but it's a great watch. This is a Mont Blanc Nicolas Rieussy, which I probably said mispronounced, but it's a very cool watch. It's a chronograph, automatic. The caliber is called MBR200. Uh, it's got the 72-hour reserve, 4 hertz, GMT, and a chronograph. What's not to like? 3849. That's even like that better on Chrono 24. This is another one. I just think, man, this is a great buy. Uh, Now, this one is one that it's a little getting up there a little. Jaja Lecoutre Geophysic Universal Time World Time GMT. Now, the one they got rid of the geophysic line, which I think was I don't think it was the best idea in the world because that's where some of their best horology was. And you can find these. There are actually quite a few of these around. They're pre-owned. I found this one at Joma Shop for $96.59. Gorgeous watch, and plus the thing that they've got jumping seconds, and so I thought, hey, this is this is really a very very interesting watch. In addition to being a world timer. Now these are two. These I'm always seem to say I'm talking about Parmigiani Tanda Metrograph. Everybody I know who got one loves them. Now I'm not into chronographs, so what do I know? But Parmigiani Tanda, nice watches. Both of these I found at the watch outlet. 14,500 was the MSRP. Pre-owned, it's for selling for 57.50. The one on the left, the one on the right, the MSRP was 13,500. Selling new for 69.50. I'm surprised they still have that. They both have the PF 331 automatic, 4 hertz, 42-hour reserve. If you like chronographs, and by the way, too, the bracelets are fantastic. I had one, not these particular one, but I had one with a Parmigiani bracelet, very well made. Now, this final one is one that I started talking about earlier. I actually probably was one of the other Boucheron. Boucheron is like one of these top French jewelers like Chaumet and Chanel and some of the other Van Cleef and Arpels. And they had this watch, and they made a few men's versions. This was one of them. This is called the Ronde, Ronde date. And up around 1 o'clock, there's this little bitty date window where you can see a date, and then they have Boucheron vertically written on it. And so naturally, I thought this is a piece of jewelry. Is really what it is, a guy's jewelry. So you can wear a watch, you got to go to something fancy. Boucheron will stick its nose up at Patek Philippe and every other fancy watch. They're very top jewelry. They have a hobnail back. To this particular one, there's another one that has a window, but they had to put in like an oval window so you could just get a little peek at the movement. Now the movement is really interesting. It's called a Caliber GP 4000 that was made by Gerard Perregaux specifically for Boucheron. And so it was really something. I found a watch uh, that was available. I mean, not a watch, but a movement, a GP 4000 movement. The movement by itself was over $1,000. I thought, whoa, someone, and it's got the Boucheron logo, I guess, on it. Whoops, almost knocked over my microphone here. It's new to this. Anyway, I thought you might be interested in this. Let me know what you think. This is an opportunity to subscribe if you like. And until next time, this is Bill Sanders for Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection.